même.
They even had to move 5 cemeteries, because the noise they were planning on making would wake the dead. Don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And, as it turns out, the cleanest. Now, the most amazing thing is that that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapour. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet washing. It will actually rain. I told you! It's raining! That's unbelievable! Oh. NASA's playing God. It's making its own weather.
Merde, quand même.
Activate his...
This window camera captures a dangerously close pass by a rogue aircraft releasing persistent chemical trails that appear to be released out of direct proximity to the engine exhaust. This risky stunt maneuver would be a violation of FAA rules for traffic separation. Then another 4-engine rogue aircraft passes very close below the camera again, releasing black carbonaceous plumes very close to the jet engine exhaust. And then next we see 2 more rogue aircraft passing each other much too closely at nearly the same altitude as they release carbonaceous aerosol plumes, a concept for climate modification proposed by Dr. William Gray in 1974 in a paper entitled, quote, "Weather Modification by Carbon Dust Absorption of Solar Energy," unquote. We see these and numerous other sightings that establish climate modification programs have been secretly deployed for years, but that the results have never been reported by IPCC investigators involved in publishing the science for climate change.
de nord-ouest. Et puis, ce que je voulais vous montrer, c'est ceci, c'est assez exceptionnel. Ce sont en fait des nuages, on les voit très bien, toute cette ligne. Alors, ce sont les navires, figurez-vous, avec la condensation. C'est un petit peu ce qui se passe fréquemment par les avions. Là, ce sont les navires qui provoquent de la condensation et comme un anticyclone qui fait comme un couvercle, ça bloque ces traînées nuageuses à basse altitude. Ce sont des nuages bas. Regardez d'ailleurs.
Provoquant des sécheresses, l'idée paraît farfelue et pourtant, en plein Alaska, l'armée américaine développe depuis plusieurs années un programme de recherche scientifique et militaire sur l'ionosphère.
Cette année, les premiers flocons sont précoces à Pékin. Ils sont tombés 2 mois plus tôt que l'an dernier. Une anomalie qui n'a rien de naturel. Les climatologues chinois disent avoir envoyé dans l'atmosphère des particules chimiques qui déclenchent ces précipitations. Mais cette fois, les températures proches de 0 degré ont pris de court les habitants. La neige a provoqué des problèmes de circulation dans la capitale et des vols ont dû être retardés. Plus au nord, dans la province de Jilin, des arbres sont couchés sous le poids de la neige. Les intempéries ont aussi multiplié les accidents de circulation. Mais en contrôlant ainsi le climat, la Chine espère remédier à la sécheresse.
Sécheresse, les Chinois ont la réponse, provoquer la neige. À Pékin, un manteau de neige fabriqué artificiellement a recouvert à la ville. Depuis des années déjà, les météorologues chinois provoquent la pluie en injectant des substances chimiques dans les nuages.
See him spraying that chemtrail? Yep. You think we're above it? I know. Oh, we'd be dead right now. I gotta put this on YouTube.
Have the record, you can go to lotusflower.com and get it and follow along at home. Even if you're 2 or 3 days late, you can play this back and follow along. In no particular order, since we mentioned Dreamer first, tell me about Dreamer.
Oh, well, when I saw the State of the Black Union, Dick Gregory really moved me and a lot of my friends. I show it to everybody that comes over the house, especially white folks, because they need to hear that, you know, so that they know more about all of us. Because what he said affects all of us. He said something that really hit home about this phenomena of chemtrails. And, you know, when I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky all the time. And so, oh, that's cool. A jet just went over. And then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing, and you didn't know why. Okay? And you really didn't know why. I mean, everybody was fighting. So he started riffing about the chemtrails. And he started to say things that hit home so hard. And I would recommend that everybody try to get what he said online or wherever and try to get a copy of it and just listen to it. Because I was so moved that I had to write the song.
And then when you leave with all the hassle, can you have that love? I'm so tired of you black folks walking around looking all evil like that's going to change something. Looking all mean and talking all crazy. Let them tell you about your children. If I sit here today, and these are all white folks, and they're putting some sleeping pill in my water, and I sit up here and doze off and go to sleep, and everybody told in the world, niggas is lazy. They tired. No, that's because you too naive enough to know what they putting in my water. Okay? Your children ain't violent because they black. They ain't violent. Most people in the world live in a ghetto. They don't kill people. What are you putting in my malt liquor, white boy? What are you putting in? Huh? Hear me. And it's your fault too. Malt liquor is made by white companies, but only sold in black neighborhoods, and you ain't checked it to see what's in it. Huh? How much lead are you putting in my neighborhood? Lead affects my thinking capacity. Lead is only one thing on the planet more dangerous than lead, and that's manganese. Manganese will make you kill your mama. And let me tell y'all something. If you want to see the largest homicide rate in the world, it ain't in no black ghetto in America. It's a little town in Australia where them white folks' homicide rate is 200 times what their population is. And that town just happened to be located across the street from a manganese plant.
Sit back down, Dick. Don't lose that mic. Yeah.
That town is located across the street from a manganese plant. How much manganese are you spraying in my neighborhood at night while I'm sleeping? How in the world can a 9-year-old child find a heroin man, but the FBI can't find it, and you gonna tell me that's a black thing? Y'all crazy? What is this about? These are the things that need to change while this brother and sisters on their way to the White House. And when you see Hillary and y'all see Brother Barack, thank him for me. And you white folks need to be thankful. Because if y'all had a brother like me, y'all would really be in trouble. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory.
And as we have been programmed mentally, intellectually, one must be aware of this being programmed like a computer,
Sensations on your skin, you get really itchy. It's totally like a bad science fiction story. It's like pure evil, I swear. I have Morgellons disease. It's not a recognized disease. The medical society has shunned us. I saw a doctor who told me I was delusional. I feel like if people can't see it, they don't believe it. I'm sad all the time. I'm depressed all the time.
Another exciting edition of Out There TV, definitely not your evening news.
Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us tonight. An incredible show coming up. First-time guest is Dr. Hildegard Staninger. Is that correct?
Yes, and she's talking about Morgellons. She's one of the foremost researchers on the syndrome. Dr. Hildegard Staninger is a doctor of integrative medicine and one of the leading international scientists in the field of industrial toxicology.
Wow, Dr. Staninger is also one of the few scientists actively investigating what's become known as Morgellons syndrome and joins us tonight with some incredible findings.
Welcome, Dr. Staninger.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Thanks for joining us. Wow, what research you've done. Now, this is a first time for most of our viewers, so tell us, what exactly is this Morgellons problem?
The Morgellons problem is a syndrome, a disease that has specific things in common with all parties that are developing these symptoms. They have fibers that grow out of their body, and these fibers burn at 1,400 degrees or more, and they also have where it's either black, blue, or red, or even white fibers. They experience hair loss that is replaced by pseudo hair. They have fatigue and a number of what they call lesions, which has like a crust over it, or a pseudo skin, or some people call it a callus, where these fibers and other materials accumulate under the skin.
Doctor, we're just showing some photographs as you're speaking, and this thing is hideous. It looks really alien on the human body.
Well, it is a true foreign invader, meaning a foreign invader is something that comes into the body and is not recognized by the body and attacks the body's defense mechanism. And in this case, the materials which were identified at the end of the study, which was under Project FM, we found that it was made of a polyester, two-part polyester compound with other organic compounds, and it basically was like two plastic straws within itself.
Wow.
With a silicone head.
Okay, you had something on the website that was a golden head. What is that in relation to?
Now the golden head, which was identified in the very beginning, we went in stages. Let me just explain what the stages were. The first set of tests that were done, which were using toxicological pathology methods, which were done by a colleague of mine, Dr. Rahim Karju, and myself, and identified what was the physical nature of prepared slides that were sent to us by a person that was diagnosed with Morgellons and also was sent to us by the hospital in New Hampshire. And that showed silicone present and also silica, crystals, okay? Mm-hmm. That was in phase 1. Phase 2 showed high-density polyethylene fiber and other compounds being present. And then phase 3, which was the combination of approximately 24 samples that were sent from around the world, and also the comparison to a chemtrail sample that was sent to us from Texas.
Wow.
And two of my patients and Dr. Spencer's patients that had Morgellons, and that showed that it matched to the chemtrail sample that was in Texas versus these other two people. One lived in Signal Hill and the other one lived in Long Beach.
So we're showing something that we learned from the website. These are fibers that came from a chemtrail sample. Now, how did that come to you? What did it look like when you saw it just with the naked eye?
Well, what it looked like was just like cotton candy, like just white cotton candy in a bag, and then also a twig was attached. Because the person who took the sample saw it falling from the sky and was able to gather it and date it when they gathered it and put it into a proper Ziploc bag. Take a hair, which we thought was real hair versus pseudo hair, where it doesn't have a core in it, because human hair has a core in it. They can put their finger next to it without even touching it, just like say maybe 2 or 3 millimeters away from the hair, and the hair will start spinning, meaning there's some kind of charge within their own body.
Okay.
Doctor, this may be a ridiculous question, but the chemical analysis of these fibers, is it earthly or is it extraterrestrial?
No, what I found was earthly, meaning when these nanoparticles come into the body, and they could become as smart dust or straight particles, what happens is it has some kind of nanoparticle which is called a nano assembler, meaning it uses body materials to make its network of fibers.
المزارع في بدر فارس يعني ما بيني وبينها إلا 5 أمتار. الحين ترد على السيارة هذه قدر إلهية سبحان الله. نزلت الأرض الحين فأنا مستعجب صراحة. ايوه
ايوه
American government, the U.S. government, supports all kinds of eugenics type activities, and it's really sickening that our own government would be supporting programs and activities.
Are you talking about population control?
Yes, I am. I'm talking about death and illness.
So these are death dumps that they're dropping on us. Chemtrails, when I say that,
Yes,
with aluminum oxide, strontium, barium,
yes.
sulfur hexafluorides,
I've
etc.
seen quite a bit of evidence that clearly there are programs to dump all these chemicals on us. Not quite sure what the purpose is yet.
The purpose is to kill us. In Nazi Germany they did this, and there was a Nuremberg trial. Should we not have another Nuremberg trial?
Oh, that'd be a good idea if we could find somebody to actually prosecute these people. We need to have more Americans that understand what's going on so that there can be enough of an uprising to actually do that. Certainly they're doing it, and they are actually, you know, killing people and making them sick.
Well, it is genocide, isn't it?
Sure, absolutely.
Ça n'a rien de naturel. Il suffit de la regarder tomber. Regardez-moi ça. C'est assez impressionnant quand même. Hein? Voilà. On est au fin fond de l'Ardèche, Aucune industrie, aucune route importante, aucune voie de communication. On est perché sur une colline. Voilà, voilà ce qui tombe. Voilà, mangez bio, messieurs, dames. Hein. Ne vous gênez pas. Ne vous gênez pas. Respirez le grand air.
Mais il ne brûle pas.
Au 13-11-2010, on a reçu une pluie de fibres d'origine inconnue, des fils longs de 20 mètres de long. On a récupéré ces fibres, puis nous avons effectué une culture bactériologique avec ces derniers.
Como si fueran hilos. Él nos decía que era como pegajoso, gelatinoso incluso, que se podían estirar, alargar, mira, ahí vemos cómo cae, que se alargaban de hasta 15 o 20 metros. Pedían nuestra ayuda porque, claro, dice que ellos ya no tienen más medios, ni físicos ni económicos, para que alguien les pueda dar una solución. Y nosotros, que tenemos contacto con muchos laboratorios, pues tal vez si siguen conservando alguna muestra la podamos analizar.
Io mi chiamo Giorgio Pattera, sono di Parma, sono laureato in scienze biologiche, sono giornalista pubblicista e mi sono interessato al problema chemtrails o scie chimiche che dir si voglia per caso, in quanto un carissimo amico e collega per altre motivazioni mi ha chiesto nell'ormai lontano dicembre del 2005 se accettavo di analizzare l'acqua piovana caduta in provincia di Milano che lui sospettava contenere delle sostanze che non dovevano esserci. Le abbiamo analizzate e abbiamo trovato quello che non solo non mi aspettavo e non ci aspettavamo di trovare, ma quello che non ci dovrebbe essere, e cioè una serie di elementi chimici sotto forma cristallina che nell'ambiente, soprattutto con le precipitazioni, non dovrebbero assolutamente essere passibili di essere inalati o comunque ingeriti una volta che l'acqua piovana contamina le coltivazioni di vegetali o quant'altro dall'uomo, perché sono potenzialmente pericolose. Con questo nessun tipo di allarmismo o di catastrofismo, però quando si trova un 83% di quarzo in queste precipitazioni, io ritengo che non sia assolutamente accettabile una cosa del genere. Una volta appurato quello che c'era in queste acque piovane, io mi sono ricordato che molti anni prima mi erano arrivati un po' da tutta Italia dei campioni, sempre da analizzare, non di acqua piovana, ma di filamenti strani. Nell'ottobre 2001 un testimone oculare che raccolse questi polimeri in seguito al passaggio di uno stormo di aerei non identificati sul cielo di Roma mi mandò questi campioni che io analizzai e riuscì solamente a determinare la natura di questi filamenti come polimeri di probabile origine organica, non biologica. Molti polimeri invece, pur essendo derivati organici, sono di sintesi, cioè l'uomo li ha fabbricati in laboratorio. La cosa si è ripetuta sia per i filamenti caduti ad Alessandria nel 2002, per gli stessi filamenti caduti ad Argenta a Ferrara nel 2003, per Mondovì nel 2007 e finalmente, come dicevo prima, nel nord Italia, tre quarti del nord Italia, tra il 5 e il 9 novembre del 2008, tra cui a Parma. Ecco, in questo caso la nostra fortuna è stata quella di avere una caduta di questi filamenti proprio in una zona, non su tutta Parma, attenzione. Al termine di questo passaggio, di questo andirivieni, si sono anzi depositati questi filamenti. Bene, a questo punto sorge la domanda: passa un aereo, che sia civile o militare, identificabile o no, passeggeri o cargo, quello che è, posso io collegare la caduta di questi polimeri, che sono polimeri, al passaggio di aerei? C'è un anello che manca. Se un aereo passa e sgancia queste cose deve avere un motivo. Però il motivo non è sganciare il polimero, il motivo è sganciare un qualche cosa che è attaccato al polimero, per cui il polimero fa da vettore, come un paracadute supporta un essere umano o un carico, sganciano un qualche cosa che è attaccato a un qualche cos'altro. Allora il cristallo che noi poi rinveniamo nelle precipitazioni è quello dei metalli pesanti, appunto detto alluminio, bario, silicio, titanio, quarzo, eccetera. Il vettore è probabilmente questo polimero. Noi di Galileo, Galileo è il nome della sede del CUN di Parma, già dal 2007 abbiamo informato, perché siamo stanchi di essere tacciati da ufologi che vedono alieni dappertutto o che si nascondono dietro una tastiera. Noi andiamo sul campo e facciamo delle analisi, quindi tutto quello che abbiamo finora individuato non è patrimonio nostro, è patrimonio della comunità. Quindi noi abbiamo fatto un esposto a tutte le istituzioni di Parma, Haarp, università, assessorato all'ambiente eccetera. E ovviamente, dico ovviamente perché si può immaginare, di risposte concrete non ne abbiamo avute. Per cui qualunque persona voglia contattare il sottoscritto o Galileo Parma o il CUN o comunque mettersi in contatto con noi siamo disponibilissimi a fornire a loro le stesse documentazioni che abbiamo noi. Però attenzione, vorrei precisare che non ci si può basare esclusivamente sulle nostre analisi, perché visto che il fenomeno è diffuso in tutta Europa, non solo in Italia, tant'è vero che sono state fatte 2 interrogazioni parlamentari al Parlamento europeo da parte di tedeschi e olandesi e 7 interrogazioni parlamentari al Parlamento italiano, questo è un fenomeno globale, quindi come tutti i fenomeni globali va affrontato globalmente. L'importante è che questi campioni vengano raccolti con un certo protocollo che noi possiamo fornire, che non è difficile, lo può fare chiunque, non un laureato in chimica, siano conservati in un altrettanto contenitore fatto apposta, diciamo, che si trova anche in farmacia, ma soprattutto che sia inviato tempestivamente al nostro indirizzo, perché anche se, ripeto, questi filamenti, essendo dei polimeri, non sublimano e quindi durano nel tempo, ripeto, da novembre a oggi noi li abbiamo ancora conservati intatti, è tempestiva la connotazione, il collegamento con eventuali passaggi di aerei non convenzionali, cioè privi di contrassegni se sono civili o militari, nella zona dove sono caduti i filamenti.
Tape this time, and so this is what we did before. This is what this is. This is the wine spit test, where you rinse your mouth out and then you take grape juice and you hold it in your mouth and you spit it out into a petri dish. Well, what we did is we used the zeolite, the zeoforce. This stuff says it cages this stuff stuff that's in these chemtrails that's in our bodies. Okay, so then now Chris is just going to pour in a little bit of that little tiny bit of the 91% alcohol. Watch, the stuff is alive. Watch what happens. Pour some in, just a little. Watch. Look. Look what it does.
Now you can film it up close.
I am.
That's totally freaking...
Is that freaking freaky? This is in every single one of us. This is spookier and weirder than I even want to go there. Look at it. It's starting to get the other stuff. It was climbing out of the petri dish. It was like trying to climb out.